I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone.
A woman aboard an American Airlines flight caused quite the scene when she was caught on camera freaking out and heading for the exit over an apparent passenger she said was not real. There's another video where a different passenger explains the drunk woman thought the flight attendant wasn't real. She started out just yelling accusations at the black guy next to her about stealing her earbuds. I think he was a little too real for her liking. Remember, everyone piled out and stood around the gate while they rechecked everyone and screened the baggage.
Okay, so for everybody who has seen the viral video of the crazy lady that got kicked off the American Airlines flight yesterday going from DFW to Orlando, I just kind of wanted to clear up some things because there's a lot of people that have a lot of questions. So we all boarded the plane. We were on time. Everything was going fine. There was no issues. This woman boarded the plane. We actually took off, like we left the terminal, and we were pulling out onto the runway, fixing to take off, and all of a sudden, so this lady had been drinking prior to getting on the plane, evidently. Some people said they seen her at the bar next to the terminal. Anyway, so she was sitting in her seat, and I guess she had a pair of AirPods, and they said she had them in her hand, and then within seconds, we don't know if she pocketed them or where she put them. She misplaced them somehow, and she started yelling at the guy next to her, who of course is African American, and saying that he stole her AirPods. And so she started screaming, "Stop the plane, stop the plane." I went off the plane, and so the plane turned around. We hadn't left the ground yet. Anyways, the plane turned around, went back to the terminal. They, that's when that video was shot, was on the way back to the terminal. She was, screaming that we were all going to die. I can't say I didn't question once or twice whether or not I wanted to even stay on the plane, but, they ended up escorting her off of the plane. Then we waited on the plane probably about 45 minutes, and then they wanted us to get off the plane, and we had to take all of our stuff off of the plane because of all the comments that this woman was making about us dying. And so we all got off the plane, and they had not arrested her at this point because while we're sitting there waiting for them to sweep the plane, make sure that there's nothing wrong with the plane, they also had to take off all of the luggage from underneath the plane, go through it, take the lady's luggage off. While all this is going on, this lady actually came back walking towards the terminal like she was still going to get on the plane, and a lady was blocking her way from going over there, and then another guy came, and they got her and they led her away, and then they announced that of course everybody was clapping and cheering that she did not get let back over there. And then they let the I guess the 3 flight attendants that were originally on the plane that were dealing with this lady, they said due to the circumstances that they had to get off the plane, and so they had to have 3 more flight attendants come in, so we ended up delayed about 4 hours coming into Orlando. But and I've heard a lot of questions, people wondering who she was saying didn't exist. The person she was saying did not exist was the flight attendant who originally was dealing with the complaint whenever she started yelling and screaming about the guy supposedly stealing her AirPods. So there's the story. If you guys have any more questions, let me know.